Hey everybody, it's Sunday, so that means Sunday Q&A, like I promised, and I do want to apologize for not doing one last Sunday. It's just I've been under a lot of stress lately. I've been very tired. I'm sure you guys saw the stressed and tired video. So anyway, went hiking today in the woods with my friend Carrie at her house. She lives out in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. And you can walk out to her back door and be in the woods, and you can hike down the hill, and there's a beautiful waterfall. So check out the video I just posted. Goths Go Hiking, the waterfall. So check that out. You'll get to see a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. You get to see the woods and some wildflowers. So anyway, with no further ado, Sunday Q&A. And of course these are questions asked by people who comment pretty regularly on my videos and stuff. Anyway, Phoebes Loves Crafts asks, what is your zodiac sign? I am a Libra. I'm not sure. It's either air or water. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. So anyway, what craft do you find yourself doing the most often? I would have to say using my sewing machine is probably the craft I find myself doing most often, but there's a lot of stuff that I do. I mean, I sew, I do beads, I build things, I build tailgating toilets, for example. I work on my car. I wouldn't say that I really have one thing other than just the sewing, that only because it's practical and it's like right there. My sewing machine's like literally like right here. So yeah, I find myself using it quite a bit. So there's a lot of stuff that I do. So anyway, what bands are you most excited to see at Rock on the Range? Definitely Bush and Metallica. I've been listening to Bush ever since I was like 13 years old, and they were my favorite band when I was a teenager, and I cannot wait to see them. And me and my friends were huge Bush fans. When I was a teenager, I tended to kind of flip-flop back and forth between goth and grunge. I was friends with the goth kids, but I was also friends with the grunge. I can't talk. Friends with the grunge kids as well. It's kind of the same way now too, actually. I still do enjoy grunge music. I listen to Lithium on Sirius Radio a lot because I do enjoy the grunge songs. It really takes me back. It just takes me back to when I was like 14 years old and a headbanger, totally. So yeah, I can't wait to see Bush, and I really hope that I get to stay for all 3 days this time, because in the past I can't show up until Friday night just because of work and other things, but hopefully this time around I'll get to stick around for the whole 3 days, and it'll be awesome. Renee Heinrich asks, what is your favorite candy? Oh, I like gummy candies, sour candies, I love chocolate. I really can't really say I have a favorite candy. Actually, yeah, I can, actually. Sweet Tarts ropes. Those things are like fucking crack, I'm telling you. If you just eat one, you have to eat a second one. Then you have to eat a third one. Then when you're done with the package, you have to go buy another one. It gets very addictive. And they're very delicious and very wonderful and very chewy. And I really like them. So, my favorite food. That would have to be crab cakes. East Coast style. Not Southern style. Southern style has pimentos in it. Blech. You couldn't pay me to eat that shit. I'm telling you right now. It's got to be East Coast style. It's got to be made with Old Bay seasoning, and it has to be made with my grandmother's recipe. I will not eat any other kind of crab cake. But I love crab cakes. They're wonderful. If you've not tried a crab cake, you need to try one. My favorite wine. Well, let's see. At the moment, I'm drinking my favorite wine, which is Sauvignon Blanc. And I'm pretty sure this is the brand Rex Goliath. Yeah, it is. This one I got. So, yeah, Sauvignon Blanc. I like Pinot Grigio. I tend to like white wines, especially when they're really good and chilled, especially after a long day at work. I can come home, I can pour myself a glass of white wine and just kind of chill out and relax and have a glass of wine. It's kind of like, it's just what I do. So anyway, so Sauvignon Blanc is my favorite wine. Favorite horror movie? Silence of the Lambs. Definitely. You know, I really wouldn't say it's a horror movie. When I was a kid, the first time I saw that movie, I was probably way too young to be seeing it. But then again, I saw a lot of things I was way too young to be seeing. But I think when I was a kid, I was intellectually there. I could cope with what I was seeing. I knew it was fiction. I understood it was a story, and I could critique things at a young age and say, you know, that's a good story, or oh, that's a shitty story. Either way, Silence of the Lambs, because Hannibal Lecter is probably one of the most awesome villains. The character is very well rounded. I mean, Hannibal Lecter, even though he's a cannibal and he's a murderer and pretty despicable, at the same time, you know, on a person level, the character is actually the kind of person I could sit and have a cup of tea with and just talk to, because the character seems so interesting and so much more in depth. He's not wooden at all. And as far as his opposing character, Clarice Starling, you know, when I was a little girl, all the other little girls wanted to be princesses or movie stars or divas. If you asked them what they wanted to do when they grew up, they say, oh, I want to be famous, and I want to be a movie star, or I want to be a beauty queen. You know, I didn't want to be any of those things. I wanted to be Clarice Starling, because she's brilliant, she's brave, and she catches a fucking psycho-ass serial killer. And she does it very well. She has brains out the wazoo, and she is really intrepid, and she is very capable, and she is a fast thinker. I mean, she can do it. And seeing that movie, I saw that, and I'm like, you know, women don't have to grow up to be housewives, and don't have to grow up to be waitresses. Women don't have to do nothing but stay at home and have babies and cook meals and clean the house all day long. You know, I think that character really motivated me and inspired me and kind of opened my eyes a little bit to, like, you know what? There are women in important roles out there in the world. There are women doing important things, have important jobs. I wanted to be like Clarice Starling. I still want to be like Clarice Starling. So, yeah, but Silence of the Lambs is my favorite horror movie because it's so much more than just a horror movie. It's so much more. I mean, if you really think about the characters and the story, it's so much more than just a horror movie. And that's my rant. So, she also asks, what is your favorite Tim Burton movie? Oh, that would have to be The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I love the way that movie was made. I love the way it was filmed. I love the costumes, especially Christina Ricci's dresses and Miranda Richardson's dresses that she wore were really awesome. And the story itself was so well put together. It was, you know, really was the murder mystery. Johnny Depp, I can either take him or leave him, really. I don't know if that sounds good or bad or not. I don't know. To me, Johnny Depp is like, okay, just an actor, you know, but, I mean, he is a good actor, and he's extremely versatile, and he is in a lot of the Tim Burton movies, but I think Tim Burton gravitates towards him for a reason. I think they seem to have this chemistry when it comes to filmmaking and creating characters together. But, yeah, I really like Sleepy Hollow, so, I just thought it was a really good story and really well put together. So anyway, that is it for Sunday Q&A. The only thing remaining on this piece of paper is some math I did earlier today, which is no longer needed. But anyway, each Sunday I do this. I mean, assuming I'm not under a lot of stress and assuming that things are normal and have the time to actually do a Sunday Q&A. If you have questions for me, I will pretty much answer anything. If I think it's inappropriate, I just won't answer it. I'm not going to, like, call you out and be like, oh my god, what, this douchebag asked this question, man, fuck you. No, that's not me. Yeah, if you have a question, put it in the comment section down below, and I will get to it, and it'll be featured on Sunday Q&A, and I'll answer it. And I will elaborate. I try to give good answers to you guys' questions. I don't want to leave you thirsty at the end of a video. I want to make sure that you guys have something to think about at the end of the video. So anyway, that's that, and thank you for watching. Make sure you like and share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you kids later.